Hey, so welcome back again, people of YouTube land. This week we're talking again a little bit about the Oscars. Anyone who watched last week's video will notice that my Oscars did have babies and they don't now. That's because I didn't realise the fish food I tried feeding the babies was actually out of date and caused an ammonia spike in the water. I thought that the babies dropping off was just the natural selection of the weakest falling off of the bunch. But as you can see, they already have eggs back on the rock again. So I decided, seeing as I have footage of them right from the eggs this time, I'm going to bring you through the whole process. So if you continue to watch my vlog, I'll update you every week on how the babies are going. So next week I should have some free swimming ones to show you. But as you can see, the Oscar eggs are very, very small. The Oscar that's in front of you is the male. The albino is the female. There's about maybe 300-400 eggs on that rock. If you want to try and pause the screen and try and count them, good luck to you. There's an awful lot of them there. But the female there is called Penny, and the other one is called Big Boy. And I've had them for a good while now, and this is I can't remember how many times they've bred for me now, but I actually still have a few babies left over from them, from their last breeding, that I'll show you here now in a second. And those babies are maybe 3 inches or so. They're in my tank with some other small cichlids, parrot cichlids. There's a couple of catfish, a pleco there. That's pleco I've had for ages. Again, if anyone actually knows what these cichlids here are, I was sold them as blue acara. Beautiful little cichlids, but they're not blue acara because that's as big as they get. And that's only about 2.5 inches, the biggest one maybe. The Oscars kind of dwarf them at this point. I'm going to have to move them to a new tank soon, because otherwise they're going to start eating everything else in the tank with them. Because if you own an Oscar or have ever kept an Oscar before, they will eat anything they can catch and fit in their mouth. So that's just my hand beside it there, just so you can see kind of the size that they are. Beautiful fish. If you ever want a pet fish that's going to interact with you, these guys are something like this guy, my green terror, whose name is Hulk. And Hulk is an absolutely beautiful fish. He's actually quite interactive. I actually got him because he was in a pet shop, and he must have been there for a couple of months, and I felt bad for him. He was down in a very low down tank and wasn't looking very happy, so I brought him home because I had a spare tank, and he actually turned out to be an incredibly beautiful fish, a really nice personality on them. He doesn't really do much unless you go over to near the tank. He always wants food. As you can see, he's playing with my fingers there. That's not actually aggression. There's a difference. He's quite gently nipping at my fingers through the glass. He's still a little scared of my hand, but he's getting brave through the glass anyway. I'm not sure whether he'll ever tolerate another fish in with him. Green terrors are very aggressive cichlids, as most of the cichlids I keep are quite aggressive breeds, and should normally be kept in a tank by themselves. I did try to keep this guy in with a flower horn, but the flower horn was actually too aggressive for him, even though the flower horn was smaller. But I have a little worm here for him. Absolutely goes mad for earthworms, so I decided to feed you an earthworm here. And there you go, nom nom nom. So thanks for watching, guys, and coming up we have some tarantula feeding clips, and that's about it. Thanks, guys.